Hello guys! Today we're gonna give you some tips and tricks of the German Tier 9 tank destroyer, the Waffenträger Ausführung Panzer IV. And yeah, to summarize everything, it's a lovely tank. But let's start with the basics. Here we have the research tree, and as you can see, stock you start with the tier 10 gun. That's also on the tier 8 German tank destroyer. It is not that bad playing with it. You just have a little bit more bounces because you're now tier 9, and you also encounter a lot of tier 10s. You have the possibility to research the upgraded version of the tier 10 gun, the L61, which basically has a slightly higher penetration but also a higher alpha damage with a bit of slower reload. Then again, you also have the option to go for the 15 centimeter PEC L29.5 and then for the PEC L38. I really think this whole German TD line is better played with the 12.8 centimeters. It just has a better DPM, and yeah, with a reload of 10 or 14 seconds I can live, but with a reload of almost 18 seconds, with a huge difference between the low roll of an alpha damage and the high roll of an alpha damage, yeah, I'm not really content with it, especially if as the 12.8 has a really high shell velocity and the 15 centimeters doesn't have that high shell velocity, and it also lacks a bit of a penetration. So yeah, for me is 12.8 is really the way to go. That also means if you're only going for the 12.8, you have a straight path to the Waffenträger Ausführung E100, and yeah, that's of course a really nice tier 10. The insane tier 10, as loads of people call it. If you have the tier 10, you can probably also grind for the E100 gun. So I don't think it's necessary for you to research the E100 gun or the 15 centimeter PEC L38, because you will have that on the Waffenträger Ausführung E100 as an option. So let's go for some statistics of this vehicle. It has 1600 health points, and for me that's fine. I play this tank destroyer pretty aggressive, but I always make sure that I can retreat behind an obstacle between me and the enemy, and you definitely got the mobility for that. You have 400 horsepower with a weight of 20.28 tons, so that's a really nice figure, and that makes this tank or this tank really differs from the tier 8, where the tier 8 was a slow moving tank destroyer in which you really had to have your advantage from camo range and view range, or camo value and view range. With this tier 9 you can have it from all those three aspects of camo value, view range and mobility. So I definitely think this is a nice tank to play. The speed limit is 38 kilometers an hour, and yeah, that's pretty nice. The traverse speed of the gun, yeah, or from the hull, that's quite okay. And of the gun, that's really slow. It's 18 degrees a second, but yeah, basically, if you don't need your camo value, you can turn really fast with your gun if you also use your hull. The view range of 410 meters is really high at tier 9. You have 10 meters more view range on almost every tank, and yeah, that is definitely a nice advantage, including your decent camo rating. The gun itself, it fires 5.5 rounds a minute, and with a standard shell you have 276 penetration with an alpha damage of 560 average. That really packs a punch, and it is because of that it's not yet the troll gun like the BL10 of the ISU or the 704, but it's definitely a really nice alpha damage. If you decide to go gold or premium shells, you've got APCR, thank god no heat, but APCR, and you fire the same amount of alpha damage but with 352 penetration. That's really high, and basically you can pen everything it, even frontally. The accuracy of 0.33 is really decent, really nice, and the aiming time of 2.1 seconds is perfect. I really like it. I'm not gonna go into the crew training because for now I'm feeling I'm playing this tank destroyer really aggressive most of the cases, and yeah, everyone likes to have his own playing style. The basics, definitely go for 6 cents and some camo. You can also do some repairs in it and some things to improve your aiming time and your dispersion of your gun, like snapshots, those kind of things. But I think I will retrain my crew for the Waffentrager E100. So yeah, I'm not really gonna discuss a lot of the how you should put your crew. However, the equipment in that I can be really simple. You should excel or increase your really good characteristics of this Waffentrager, and that's for once the gun, so definitely a gun rammer to increase your DPM. You really don't need enhanced gun length drive, as you already aim for in 2.1 seconds. The V range is excellent of 410, and with binos it's almost insane. It has a decent camo value, and yeah, if you can just shoot without getting spotted, yeah, it's even better. So I would go for a camo net. And yeah, you're a bit cheaper off also, so that's not that bad. So let's see how this translates into a really decent game. So today we are at Sacred Valley, and we're in a tier 10 match, so that's quite harsh. Guys, I think really in Sacred Valley, if you're starting north, I think this map is totally unbalanced. Please, if you start in C8, go to the north. If you control the north, you control the whole map. It's that simple. The south doesn't have those advantages. And basically, if the people from H3 drive towards C2, most of the times you can spot them there. And as gameplay is developing nowadays and people are playing this map a bit more, you can see already that the southern base isn't going to C2 anymore. It's getting less and less. So here we're driving there. As you can see, our speed is excellent. We are already driving faster than our other heavies, and we got a shot here on the 50B. We blind shoot him, and it looks like the shell went in. But let's see in the post-game analysis if we really did hit him. Of course we didn't get spotted because he was out of our view range, and yeah, definitely that will be the case for their view range. So we already lost one tank, so that's a bit of a shame. And guys, let me pause it for a bit and let me show you. If you look at the tank this way, you can see that if you're aiming to the front of the tank, like here, you don't have gun depression because this structure is in your way. So strangely enough, when you aim backwards, you have more gun depression than when you aim to your front. So in my stream, a lot of people find it weird that I drive a lot of my tank going backwards. But yeah, then the lack of gun depression really is a bit compensated. It's still bad, but is not as worse as when you aim to the front. So I'm doing that right now, and yeah, I just get a bit more gun depression. That's fine with me. I'm seeing if the 50B pops out here again. I'm standing still. I'm letting my binos and my camo net do the work, and let's see if someone is eager enough to drive into our view range. I'm also checking if our VK does spot anything, and strangely enough, he only spots the 704. And as I already said, the gameplay is evolving a bit on this map, and yeah, you can see here that the 704 is there. The traverse speed of the gun is really slow, so I always turn my gun before I'm gonna drive somewhere. Well, here you can see the alpha damage, 529, and that's even a bit of a low roll, I think. So yeah, wow. And here again I aim backwards, and yeah, that's just because of the gun oppression. So we can just stand still now. The IS-7 is driving like a retard, fully in the open, and yeah, we're gonna try to shoot him again. And we are a bit unlucky there. The shell drops just low, and yeah, we just take off its tracks. However, the next shot is not so forgiving for him, and yeah, he's a one shot for almost all tanks in the game. Unfortunately, he doesn't get any spotted anymore, and he's off our radar. It does tell me that we have no tanks at all in the south, so we really need to support our Leopard PTA, because if he's gone, I don't have any eyes there anymore. So I definitely need to make the 5120 and the T-34 a bit of afraid and a bit scared with my alpha damage. So we're gonna do that here. We're gonna shoot at him, and 607 damage. I think he will guess again with going in. They are already taking cover, and there you go. He's almost a one-shot for me, and you see that for some reason he's still peeking out, but he's taking better cover. Again, 630 on a T-44, and with that we protected our Leopard PTA really well, and I tried to do a blind shot. And yeah, in the beginning, Tiglas or Tiglasas asked me if are you streaming, and yeah, I'm really feeling sorry for the guy now. He's all alone there, so I will definitely help one of my viewers a bit. We expected that some guys would go south, and the T-54 is going south. He's gonna try to flank the Leopard PTA, but here you can see we're getting spotted, and we need to make sure that we can drive really quickly away into cover. And basically in this position, if I drive a bit more up, we are in cover between us and the 5120 and the T-34. With the E75 there, I'm a bit more confident about our Leopard, and with an E100 in their base, yeah, I'm definitely gonna try to dish out some damage. Tigelsas almost dead, and yeah, here I just basically cannot make up my mind what to do. Now it's pretty clear. I saw a 50B and a KV4 and a 704 there, and I ding him. It's probably critical hit on his gun. It's crap. So I see a 704. I see this game is not going the way I liked it to be going in. So I need to make sure I make some tanks one shots or take some tanks out. Wow, I ding a 50B or shoot off his tracks, so that's really crappy. We got a second chance on shooting him, and this time we don't miss. And guys, with this reload speed and with this alpha damage, yeah, it's really nice. We are a bit unlucky, or yeah, lucky. He stays with just a really small amount of health. And unfortunately our Leopard PTA, I'm sorry, he died. He couldn't handle the T-34 and the AMX 5120, and yeah, now we need to make sure we are in a central position in which we can support both the VK and the E75. Well, the VK goes Leroy Jenkins on their base, and yeah, I really don't understand why people went in there one by one, but hey, if he's gonna spot, I definitely need to make use of his spots. I got a really difficult shot on his 704, and yeah, I didn't expect RNG to help me. It would be a really lucky shot, and yeah, I'm fine with it. The 704 drives in the open again, and 32 health, mate. I couldn't believe it when I played this game. But hey, he's going in the open again, and that's for us the cue to kill him. So it's 10-11. I think we have a team kill or something, because we only have 3 tanks left and they have 5 tanks left. So I need to make sure the spots of my teammates count, and yeah, I basically need to make sure I kill everyone with a shot. Again, guys, the gun traverse or the gun depression of this tank sucks, so I'm here in a bit of a risky position. If the 50B was spotted, I wouldn't have enough gun depression to kill him. Fortunately, I do kill the T-34, which gives me the opportunity to freely shoot the 50B that's going down there, and just hope the 5120 isn't up the ridge where the T-34 was. Perfect spot for us that the 50B would be there, and yeah, we're quite happy with that. So the enemy team, 1 tier 10 left, 1 tier 9 left, and 1 tier 8 left. We really could make the difference there. We don't have a shot on the KV-4, but the cap does count down. I'm really hoping the VK and the E75 can kill off that one-shot KV-4, and I'm driving like a madman towards their cap. And guys, it's really important. We have a reload of around 10 seconds. I think it's a bit more, I'm not sure about it. But we see, let's pause the game just a bit. We see that we have a mountain before us, and we see the cap is behind it. That means the enemy definitely has an autoloader. That's either the 50B or the 5120. And that means that they have an autoloader, so I need to control and dominate the pace of the game here. So after each shot, I will need to have an obstacle between me and the tank. So we're gonna do exactly that. Again, we're turning around our tank destroyer, not only for the gun depression, but also to drive quickly away behind cover. And we're kind of hoping he's in the cap like here, but we don't see him. That means that he is a bit more to the right or in the center of the cap, and we need to take a bit of a more risk. You see the 50B there. He fires once at us, and he's shooting, I'm not sure golden or not, but he pens us. And guys, if you ever see this kind of a tank, shoot HE on its gun or on the gun plates. You kill a lot of crews with it and modules with it. Here we saw the 50B was driving out of the cap circle. That means he will come for us, he will try to get us, and basically we're gonna do the same trick again. Meanwhile, our team kills the 5120, so it's me versus the 50B. We see him there, we are pretty surprised. We can shoot him once, and we are a one shot, but he's also a one shot. He knows he has to react really fast, but we reload just in time. So 8.7k damage done so far, and let's see if the blind shots were on the target, on the mark. So in this game we got 99,945 credits, almost 100,000, and we got 2.2k experience and a nice sniper medal. We did 9.2k damage, so a really nice game, and 800 damage upon assisting. And as you can see, the 50B, we penned both 50Bs 4 times, and in a damage log in the game we had 8.7k, so the first shot on the 50B was a hit, so nice. Going to the team score, yeah, we really dominated this match. We did 9k damage, 4 kills, and almost 1500 base experience, which, by the way, is like the first stages of December, not enough for an ace badge. That's probably way higher. Yeah, and I was really lucky that my team really worked with me, with them doing the spotting and me doing the damage. The enemy team, however, just had some bad luck, and yeah, I'm really convinced that on most of the maps you just are not winning matches with camping. And although they try to rush our base from the north, or from the south, by the way, sorry, it didn't work out for them. So basically, yeah, a nice carry. Looking at the performance of the tank, and of course for some tips and tricks, that's really important. We fired 27 times, of which we hit 24 targets, and yeah, that's really the accuracy and the aiming time translating into statistics. It's not hard to miss, of course. When you try not to hit, you will miss. But if you aim carefully on a target and just wait for the 2.1 seconds, you hit most of the targets. Of those 24 hits, 23 penetrated, and yeah, most of the time you almost penetrate every target. And 9.3k damage, so nice. We received 3 hits, of course 3 penetrated because you just don't have any armor at all. We damaged 9 enemies, we killed 4, and we did 834 damage upon assisting, and we even had some really nicey juicy 60 defense points. So guys, basically to summarize everything, with this tech tree, and also definitely with this tank destroyer, a lot of the things is about the gun and keeping yourself safe. If you're gonna go into a DPM contest, you will probably lose, or not a DPM contest, but you just don't have the hit points to go against other people. As soon as you're one shot, you have to change your gameplay and style, and yeah, that will screw you a bit over. You got an excellent view range, so really try to exploit that. The camera rating is pretty decent, and yeah, it's all about the gun, guys. It's all about the gun in this game, and you should really try to compensate for the lack of armor and the lack of gun depression. So guys, I really hope you found this review useful, and if you did, please like the video. That gives me a kind of a boost, and I really hope to see you soon on Twitch and or YouTube. So have fun.